it does not mean only Raj Yoga. There is Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. This is Raj Yoga as directed by Maharshi Patanjali. It's one way. And today, especially in the West, yoga is associated with only two things, that is asana and pranayama. And of course, some people teaches yoga nidra also. And so we limit the scope up to that only. Yoga is to realize our own self, and for that different paths are there. We were just now listening to the Bhakti or the devotional singing by our Vyaskidas and his accompanies. And that is the path of devotion. And then we have got Karma Yoga. That is path of action. And then we have got the path of knowledge, the Jnana mark. If we look between the lines, they are not three again. They are interrelated. Without knowledge, we cannot know to whom we should be devoted. And without devotion, I don't think we can do anything in our life. The path of action also depends on bhakti. For an example, if I want to drive a car, first I will have to learn driving. That is the path of knowledge. Then I'll have to put it into practice. That is path of bhakti. And then when I have practiced it and it is inculcated in me, then I can become a good driver. That is the path of action. So we cannot just divide these three paths into watertight compartments. They cannot be watertight compartments. That path of knowledge is different. The path of bhakti is different. That is, path of devotion is different, and path of action is different. Goswami Tulsidas, one of the sages of the medieval period, he wrote a wonderful book called Ramcharitmanas, in which he says, Binu jane hoy nahi preeti, binu hoy nahi partiti, binu partiti hoy nahi preeti. Without knowing, without an introduction, you cannot know who he is. Now, had you not come here, I wouldn't have known you, and you wouldn't have known me. Without an introduction, how can we know each other? It is only with introduction that we can know each other. So, without knowing him, how can we know to whom we should be devoted? Only after knowing him, we can know to whom we should be devoted. And once we are devoted to him, and when we know that he is in us, he is everywhere, he is in us, he is everywhere, Isa vasamidam sarvam. That is, in each and every participle, he is present. There is not a single place or a single participle even where he is not. He is in atom, he is in neutron, he is in proton, he is everywhere. He is in every cell. He is present in us. He is present in you. He is present in everything. Even in animals, even in birds. And what to talk of these advanced living things, he is present even in the lower living things like trees and plants. He is everywhere. As far as Gita is concerned, Gita is complete yoga. And therefore every chapter is called yoga. The first is called Vishad Yoga. The yoga of despair, where we don't have any path, it's all darkness. There's no sign of hope. It's complete darkness. Vishad. He's in despair. Arjun doesn't know what he should do and what he should not do. He's a warrior. He has come to fight. But seeing all his relatives, seeing his own people, and thinking of a great bloodshed, he says it's not worthy to fight just for a piece of land. Whether it is a small piece or a big piece, it is a piece of land. So it's not worthy to fight. And he says that Karpanya dosho bhadasvabhava. I don't know why I'm going against my own duty. Why I'm going against my own karma, action. I don't understand. And therefore, I offer myself to you as your disciple. You teach me the right thing. That means you give me hope. There is a English prayer. My father, San Francisco. San Francis, yes. Sorry.
Like San Francisco. Then.
O Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. and where there is sadness, joy. In Sanskrit also there is a couplet. Asato ma sadgamaya. Tamso ma jyotirgamaya. Mrityor ma amritam gamaya. Lead me from untruth to truth, from darkness to light, and from death to immortality. So from death to immortality, does it mean that we will not die? Or we shouldn't die and live in this body forever? No, we will have to die. That's sure. Whoever has taken birth on this earth, he has to go back. This is not our home. This is ashram. The only thing is, we treat it as our home. No, it's not home. It is ashram. And what does ashram means? One which gives us relief, or which gives us place for a while, not forever. That's ashram. It's ashram. It's not home. It's not home because we will have to leave it. We will be here for a very short time. You know, people have called this in many ways. A saint wrote, Kshan Bhangur Jivan ki kalika kal prata khili na khili. This body is Kshan Bhangur. That means it is transitory. Tomorrow morning it will exist or not, we do not know. It keeps on moving. It keeps on moving. We are fortunate to be on the banks of Holy Ganga. The drop of water we are seeing just now, in a second it has flown miles. And how much Ganga we can see? From Ramjula, if we look, standing on the banks of Ganga at Parmarth, we can see Ramjula. And this side where the horizons meet. But Ganga is not only that much. It has been flowing from Gangotri and it will flow up to Bay of Bengal. A student of geography will understand that much. But is it only that much? No. It is spread from the sea, from the ocean. The rays of the sun sucked the water. It became a cloud. It traveled all the way from the ocean as monsoon and then dropped on Himalayas, became ice, and then it started its journey again.